Dragon Ball Super Superhero has been concluded. We just watched it together. This is my brother Damon. He does these animations like this one or that one. He does all of these animations. We literally just finished watching Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the vlog already. You probably saw a little bit of him already. Spoiler alert. Look at that text on the screen. Spoiler alert. If you do not want to be spoiled about anything on this movie, leave now, because we're talking about spoilers. I just need to give you guys a heads up that this is going to be the greatest review that you've ever seen in your life, and also there's going to be the greatest Goku Vegeta debate in this video, so stay tuned for that. But first, sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Bloodlines Heroes of Lithis. I have a top hat. And I know I just said this is sponsored, but this game is genuinely one of the most unique things that I've ever seen in my life, so you need to check it out. Bloodline Heroes of Lithis takes place in a fantasy world with 3D visually stunning graphics. But that's not why it's crazy. I'm about to tell you why. In this game, you're gonna find yourself a waifu or a companion, and you're gonna have babies and raise heirs. Seriously. The way the game works is you customize your champions by marrying different bloodlines together until you find a unique combination of any of the 5 powerful abilities of the dozens of traits that suit your own gameplay needs. The possibilities are endless. You have bloodlines from orcs, lycans, demons, dragonborn, and even demigods. Whichever bloodline you choose, the higher the intimacy rating that you have with your companion or waifu, the stronger your offspring is gonna be. I still have a top hat on. I've never seen a game do something like this before. I know you want to check it out, and I'm about to give you a gift for checking it out, for using my link, for supporting me. I got you. You use my link, I'm gonna get you the clan of Karg, which is the Dragonborn bloodline, for free. All you gotta do is click the link. I'm also gonna throw in the extremely rare half Dragonborn, half demigod hybrid heir for free. Pop out. Download the game now, use the QR code that you see on the screen or the link in the description. And if you use my gift code, I'm gonna hook you up with a special starter pack that's normally worth $20, but I got you. It's gonna include 20 intimacy packs. Use your imagination. 100,000 gold and 100 diamonds. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity to finally find you a waifu. Anyway, I lost the top hat. Let's get back to the show. I tweeted out, this is the best Dragon Ball film to date, slightly edging Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
Here's why, I'll tell you why. Dragon Ball Super Broly, I felt like, even though I'm a Dragon Ball fan, so I love fighting and shit, I felt like it got to a point, if you rewatch it now, like the fight drags on for so long, and it's just, it gets kind of redundant to a point where it's just like, oh, they're fighting, oh, they're punching fast, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Dragon Ball Superhero, it felt like all the fights kind of like, not that the Broly fight had no meaning, but like, you can feel the impact of every individual blow. It's not just like this trans-dimensional, like, oh, they're fighting super fast, or like they broke the dimension and blah, blah, blah. Like, it looked beautiful. I thought Dragon Ball Super Broly was animated better. Like, I prefer the 2D style, although I didn't hate the CGI in this movie. But I felt that this movie definitely, I don't know, just overall, like plot-wise, like I felt like I had more laughs. Characters that normally don't get love got more love. You know what I mean? Like Piccolo, like this was damn near a Piccolo movie, and we've never seen something like that before. Whereas Dragon Ball Super Broly, as great as it was, so I'm not hating on Dragon Ball Super Broly, I love that movie. It's my favorite before this one, but it was just like another Goku, Vegeta, Saiyans, yelling, fighting, you know.
Overall, my thoughts about the movie. It's tough for me to say exactly whether or not I think that it's the best Dragon Ball movie that I've ever seen. Just because I have to process it more.
Yeah,
think about it.
It is fresh. It is fresh. I'll give it that. Like literally, we just left the theater an hour and a half ago. Like, yeah, we just finished watching the movie. So
yes. And we were tired. And we were thinking, are we even
gonna record this
up
right
for
now?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. We're talking about it, and I'm excited. This is the first time I'm on his channel. Obviously, I want to say, you know, thank you for having me. Thank you for
with your face on the channel. Yeah,
yes.
You know what I mean. But
yes,
he's participated.
Let's get to the movie. Overall, I agree. It's definitely not as action-packed as the Broly movie. I think all.
But I think that's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. What I mean? So what I wanted to say was that one thing that me and you, I know, always appreciated about the Dragon Ball series was the slow moments, the moments with just the characters interacting.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of a lot of what makes
it has to be a good balance. That's actually, I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah. I felt like it was a perfect balance between the two, because like there's like Dragon Ball Super had some episodes that was like too much slice of life, where it's just like, all right, we get it, haha, hee hee, and then like it's too much. And then like the Broly movie, for example, I felt like once the action started, it never stopped, and I don't have a problem with that, but it's just like It's like you just look up and it's just the same fight with, you know,
Agreed.
just so long. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And maybe as a kid, like when we were younger, it would just be like, oh, you know, that's all we cared about. But now it's like you care about the little character interactions, and like Pan was like a fresh new face in the. I know we've seen Pan in like, you know, some iterations, like GT wasn't canon, and then we've seen Pan at the end of Z, but this was like our kind of first real.
She was awesome.
She was
awesome.
Pan was really cool. Pan was really cool in this movie.
Really funny, really cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Gohan. What do you think about Gohan in this movie? Do you think Dino made a tweet actually? I probably don't know about this, but he said Gohan is back after.
What do I think about Gohan in this movie? Well, hold on a second. Let's divide this into clear sections for what we're talking about. Let's start with the story. What did you think about the overall story of the movie?
I liked it a lot. Dragon Ball's been doing this, like, in a way, it's like, okay, the Red Ribbon Army's back again. But I like how they, I guess, built it up at the beginning. Like, they were talking about, you left to get popcorn, but they were, like, talking about how Goku defeated the Red Ribbon Army, and then, like, kind of like the evolution of the Red Ribbon Army into the androids, into Cell, etc., etc. And then they even brought up a family tree of Dr. Zero getting with Android 21. Do you know who Android 21 is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Android, I don't know if you knew this about, because Damon, he knows of the Dragon Ball games, but he hasn't like played a lot of the Dragon Ball games lately. Android 21 is an android built, it's Dr. Zero's wife, pretty much.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. And Android 16 is Dr. Zero's son. He built Android 16 after his dead son.
Right.
So they actually revealed Android 16's real name on the family tree as well,
Crazy.
which I forgot what his real name is. But Android 16, basically, I guess, not real Android 16, but, you know, his actual son, who Android 16 is based off of, had kids, and then they had kids, and then that was the doctor, this name, I forgot his name, but the little kid who's like Dr. Zero's grandson. So I like the build up. It really, like, you know, there's family ties here. And then obviously this kid, he's not like Dr. Zero, but they also said something, I don't know if you caught it. Dr. Zero wasn't really a bad guy. Like, this kid was basically saying how they didn't like the Red Ribbon Army because they twisted Dr. Zero. And like, Dr. Zero wasn't maybe necessarily evil at first. Maybe he probably like went in a downward spiral and became evil. But I guess like the same way he was being manipulated in the movie is the way Dr. Zero was manipulated by the Red Ribbon Army, is I think what they were implying. You know? And I wonder if like Dr. Zero, like that makes me think, like Dr. Zero always wanted to get revenge on Goku, right? Like that was kind of his thing. He built the androids to kill Goku.
Yes.
But now I'm wondering, did the Red Ribbon Army convince him that Goku was evil, and like Dr. Zero all along thought his androids were doing a good thing?
Again, disclaimer, I missed about couple minutes of the movie. I went out to get snacks.
He just missed like the intro.
So I'm not sure if I heard exactly the same thing that you heard about that.
Yeah.
But just from, you know, my surface judgments, Dr. Zero seems like he was evil to me.
I agree, but like I wonder, a good villain, and I know we're talking about Dragon Ball, so how good of a villain can you be? But a good villain has motives that can be understood. Like you may not do what that villain's doing, but based off of what they went through in their past, you can kind of like be like, okay, that's fucking crazy. I would never do that, but I get why, because of his circumstances, why he would do that. So I wonder if Dr. Zero was like the extreme version of
that makes sense.
His grandson. Like his grandson in the movie was kind of being led down that path, but obviously he got that moment of clarity like, oh shit, we're doing evil stuff. I shouldn't do this. So he was able to snap out of it, but Dr. Zero's like the example of like, what if he never...
That is making sense to me.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Interesting.
So, I don't know. I wonder. What did you think of the two Gammas, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2?
So, these characters were completely different than I was expecting them to be.
How did you think they were going to be?
I don't know. I guess I just thought that they were going to be I actually thought that they were going to be the main antagonists. You know, I thought.
Oh yeah. I think early on I thought so too. By the way, since we're talking about spoilers anyway, the only things, because both of us had seen like some type of spoiler things. We weren't spoiled on the movie plot or anything.
Come on, cuz.
But we saw like images.
Just this morning, I'm scrolling through YouTube. I see a thumbnail with Cell. Oh no! What is this? This can't be real. But in my heart, I knew it was real.
I know that's always how it is.
Like,
when you see a spoiler, it's like you have to go into denial mode. And like, I didn't see that.
But
I didn't see that.
Yeah, but you know what? You saw it. I actually saw something that I thought was a spoiler and wasn't. So sometimes I saw a thumbnail where someone was mentioning a father-son Kamehameha. And I was like, is that a spoiler for the end of the movie? No, but it wasn't.
I'm glad that didn't happen.
It wasn't. In fact, end of the movie, bang. So let's.
Yeah.
I guess.
Wait, are we gonna skip to the end?
Yeah,
hold on.
I don't want to. Let's keep talking. I'll give my quick thoughts on the story.
Just overall, like I liked the fact that this was like a Piccolo movie. Like just seeing Piccolo like this side of him. We always
Green.
Piccolo was always a side character, but he was arguably the main character of this movie. Like, if somebody had never seen Dragon Ball, I was gonna say, if somebody's never seen Dragon Ball and this was their first experience watching, they would think he's the main character.
And you know what? It's like past due. It's about time, because we've been waiting. That's the thing about this movie, is a lot of the characters are characters that are beloved and deserving of screen time, but haven't been getting it.
Yeah.
Especially lately in the show, because everyone, again, a big focus of the show at this point is
Goku, Vegeta.
And
it's been the Goku Vegeta show for a long time.
It was nice to see some of the other characters. That is for sure. Piccolo had a huge role. Gohan had a huge role.
And I honestly give them credit for that, because the the reason why Goku and Vegeta, it's been the Goku Vegeta show, is because that's a proven formula. Like, they know fans. Everyone's favorite character is going to be Goku or Vegeta 8 times out of 10. And then, like, you know, obviously some people say Gohan, some people say someone else. But it's almost anyone's gonna say it's either a Goku side or a Vegeta side. So it's really dope to see a new main character, and it's a beloved character.
Yes.
And it's him trying to kind of like get Gohan out of this funk. The one thing that I kind of give gripes towards this movie is, you know, just sitting here thinking about it, is how many times is Gohan gonna have to like get this? Because he literally had the same character arc in Super, where it was like when Frieza beat the shit out of him, and then he was like, oh yeah, I really do need to start training. And then like some time passes, and then it's like, it's peaceful, no one bad's gonna come again.
But
that's not gonna happen.
In Gohan's defense and in the movie's defense, look at it like this: how many times in life do we do the same thing? How many times do we learn a lesson, say we're gonna do differently, and then we keep repeating the same bad habits? You know?
Yeah.
So
in a way, I guess that makes, because I think a lot of the people who say Gohan's their favorite character is because of the relatability. Like, a lot of us when we were kids, when Dragon Ball Z was originally airing, we connected with Gohan because Gohan was also a kid.
Yes.
And you know, Goku, Vegeta, they're the adults, but like we were kids when Gohan was a kid. So it was almost like we evolved with Gohan. And I guess I see your point, because that can also tie into the relatability. Does Gohan, other than when he gets like, all right, we'll talk about it. Beast Gohan. I guess that's the name of his transformation. You saw, like, once those Saiyan cells, that blood starts flowing, he starts getting like that cocky Saiyan arrogance. But when he's not in like that enraged state, he's like a dude, like a human. He doesn't like fighting, and if he is fighting, he's mad. Like you saw when he first started fighting, when they're like, yeah, we got your daughter, he was like, stomps on the fucking gun, and he's like, where's Videl?
Speaking of which, just about that let's talk about that moment for Gohan, where there was a moment in the movie at the end where we see progress for Gohan. When Gohan was a child fighting against Cell, again, he got arrogant. He got his bad side started showing up.
The Saiyan side, the dumb side, the same side that Vegeta has that let Cell go perfect. Those Saiyan instincts of like, yeah, you ain't shit, I'll sit here and mess around with you.
He was enjoying it, and that's, whether that's good or bad is one thing, is to the side. The fact of the matter is that it was dangerous, of course.
But he snapped out of it this time.
This time he snapped out of it. So we were talking about how Gohan keeps repeating the same. No, he's learned. He's progressed.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
But speaking of that, and we both didn't like this. he didn't beat his ass because that was a different Cell.
Okay, so
that wasn't the same Cell, and I think both of us.
Let's get to that.
When we saw they were making Cell Max, I kind of had a feeling like early on. I told him, we were sitting by each other. I was like, this is a new Cell, so it's not gonna have the. He's not gonna have the same memories. He's not gonna, he's not gonna have the same memories and experiences as the other Cell. This is literally just like if you have an iPhone and then somebody's trying to make a better iPhone. Yeah. It doesn't have the same data as the other. You know what I mean? So it's like it's new. And that kind of made us mad because I think I kind of wanted. I don't know. It's two sides. Part of me wanted like the experience of like, oh, Cell's gonna get revenge. He's gonna talk his shit. And also, I think I'm just preferential to Perfect Cell over the second form Cell, just in terms of looks.
Us personally, we did want to see the old Cell just a bit, whatever.
I was a little bit of both. I don't
hate the new one.
It was a win-win and a lose-lose. Like, because for me, I kind of like that. Yeah. Basically, if they would have repeated,
I agree.
Because it would feel like Resurrection F.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, exactly. They brought Frieza back. Oh, now they're gonna bring Cell back.
Which people complained about that. Oh, Frieza again. Why are we bringing up old villains? So it was.
I think this was their way of doing that because some people were really excited for Frieza being back. This was their way of bringing an old villain back, but he's also a different villain. Yeah. So I think they were trying to please both sides.
It was a little bit disappointing. What was disappointing about it, I think, probably maybe I'm speaking for you too, was the fact was that Cell would have such a vendetta against Gohan.
Yeah.
It would be so interesting to see.
I think it's also like I'm just biased. I really like Cell. I just like his voice. I like Perfect Cell.
Just think of like
you
that
fool, you child.
You're a child. You're a child. That character interaction between Gohan and Cell would have been awesome. But
yeah. But I do think it kind of undermines. I think bringing any villain back just for them to get folded in 5 seconds, like they did with Frieza, kind of undermines the character.
Yes.
And so I'm kind of glad that didn't happen.
I don't know. Something too? I want to nerd out a little here, talk about the details of the story of the movie. So what was cool, what was interesting to me, just thinking about it, is you were talking about how Dr. Giro's grandson was actually like a good person at heart.
Yeah, he wanted to make heroes, and he wanted
just getting misled.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's interesting is that if you notice, Cell was in his what we know as his second transformation, right? He wasn't in his base form.
He was kind of like he just had like the big lips.
What's interesting to me is that they stated earlier on in the movie that he wasn't complete yet. So to me, it seems like he was.
Maybe he was gonna be a perfect Cell looking sort of thing.
The version of Cell that we got was like an in between before he was complete.
Yeah.
So I think that he probably would have been stronger, and maybe he would have had his personality. So that's really interesting to think about.
That would be interesting because he had like no personality. He didn't say any words. He was just roaring. He's basically.
I think
you didn't play a lot of
was half baked.
You didn't play a lot of Xenoverse, but Xenoverse has like these like giant battles where like you and like 5 other players can fight like a great ape. Mm-hmm. And I would love to see like that Cell Max as like a giant battle where like that would be so sick because all of his moves, like he had these big blasts that like huge AoEs that would hit everywhere. Anytime I watch like these movies, I always think of like the video game
that reminds me of
moves that they could like put in, like make a giant boss battle with Cell Max. That would be so sick.
That reminds me of that Dragon Ball Connect video game.
Oh yeah,
where all you do is fight the.
Why you talk a lot about bad video games?
I do want to.
You brought up Dragon Ball Sagas earlier.
For the record, I do love Dragon Ball games as well. Don't get it twisted.
He does. He's just been out of it for a little bit.
Sagas is a great game. This man's been talking down on Sagas. Come on, man.
I hate to break it to you, but nobody's gonna take your side.
Sagas is a good game.
It's widely
widely
agreed. It's widely agreed that is a meme game that.
What I love about Dragon Ball Sagas is that it's co-op.
When's the last time you played it?
And I'm personally developing and have.
You see how he didn't answer the question?
I'm developing
nostalgia.
A co-op video game. What did you think about the fights?
I thought the fights were dope. I thought what I liked about them is again like a lot of the Dragon Ball fights have been kind of like diminished to just like blurry fast attacks, like big fast animations. Boom, boom, boom. You know those when they're clashing and then they just show like the big shock waves and stuff. Like a lot of Dragon Ball fights have been diminished to that. What I liked about this is you see each individual blow and While for some people it's like, oh, are they moving slower? Like, no, you just get to feel the impact in every punch that's thrown. Feels more, has more value and more weight to it. Like every little elbow, every punch, every like dodge, like has more weight to it because you get to see it and kind of appreciate every attack. Sometimes it's like it feels lazy when, like, again, like the shockwaves and like the super blurry punches. It feels lazy because it's like, you guys know they're just fighting. Like that's kind of what they're trying to convey to us. But here we get to actually see, like when Piccolo was getting his shit rocked. By the way, he brought the giant form back too.
That was crazy.
The only thing I didn't like about that is just like,
I thought that was
Krillin
crazy.
was like, why don't you turn into a giant like you did against Goku? He's like, oh yeah, I can do that.
I think it was
how you forget
the Goku versus Vegeta fight. That was pretty sweet. I wasn't expecting it.
I mean, it's funny because like
I fucking love Goku versus Vegeta fights. It was
speak for every Dragon Ball fan.
So awesome to see another rendition of that. I have to say, I loved it.
The ending was good. The ending was good too. Should we talk about the after credits? What's wrong? Just in case you guys didn't know, he's the Goku fan. You guys already know I'm the Vegeta guy.
Let's show them our tattoos.
Oh yeah.
So
I got the Saiyan logo on my.
He's got the Saiyan logo representing, of course,
Vegeta.
Mainly, I think.
Go ahead, pull your boob out.
I have the.
Show the whole thing.
I have the Goku Namek tattoo. It means wisdom. Just in case you guys didn't know, in case you weren't wise enough to know that.
But I hate to break this to you, all right? But I gotta hit you. Look, I get it. And I'm not a Goku hater. Let me be clear before I say that, because I know you fucking Goku fans will come out of the woodwork thinking I like hate Goku. I love Goku. I don't hate like any Dragon Ball character really. But Vegeta's just better. Dude, and
so yeah.
Vegeta's dumb. Here's where Vegeta's dumb. He always says, "Oh, when am I gonna be Kakarot? When did you lose?" Now, I get it. Goku's always one step ahead, but if we're just looking at fights, the scoreboard now is 3-0.
Hold on.
I'm gonna speak my piece. I'm gonna speak my piece, and then you speak yours. I'm gonna speak my piece, and then you speak yours. Fight number 1, Vegeta literally breaks every bone in Goku's body, and then Goku's fucking 4-year-old, 5-year-old son and bald short friend.
What did he say fuck me for?
Had to show up, and Yajirobe. Everyone had to show up and jump Vegeta. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay, had to jump Vegeta. So I say Vegeta won that fight. Like everyone had to gang up on him. Like, look at it like this. If this was like a competitive sport and you have a 1v1 match and then 3 people jump in on one person's side, like they're gonna be like, all right, you're fucking disqualified. So Vegeta wins match 1, no debate there. Here's where things get questionable. Maj and Vegeta versus Goku. Obviously, Goku was holding some stuff back. I don't deny that. But at the same time, did Goku win? No. Also, how long did it take Goku to go Super Saiyan 3? I do agree, Vegeta's dumbass would be like, show me your full power, I'm a dumbass, blah, blah, blah. So he would let Goku go Super Saiyan 3. I'm not denying that. But Goku didn't have full mastery of Super Saiyan 3. It wouldn't have been easy for him to just like, all right, I'm just gonna quickly do this. If Vegeta was hell-bent on like beating Goku's ass, which he wouldn't, he would have stopped Goku from transforming in the first place. Anyway, that fight kind of was undecided. Maybe you don't give Vegeta a point, but you definitely can't give Goku a point because he didn't win. Vegeta was able to walk away and go kill himself against Boo. All right, so boom. All right, whether you give him a point or not, you can't give Goku a point. Goku still doesn't take a dub. Next and final, fight 3. This movie, you just can't even deny this one. This one was literally Vegeta. Like, first of all, he imparted wisdom on Goku's dumbass at the begining. Like, why are you just sitting there? What are you doing over there just sitting there? Why don't you do some push-ups?
You ain't gotta talk,
all right?
You ain't gotta talk like
I'm
that.
just saying. I'm just saying. And then Vegeta's like, do you remember our fight with Jiren? He wasn't even stronger than us. He just knew how to use that strength a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna use. That's what I'm gonna do. And guess what? That knowledge, he didn't just say it, he backed it up. Because after the credits of Dragon Ball Super Superhero, who falls? Who falls? This one is undisputed. Finally, Vegeta gets to just prove it after already beating his ass the first time. You know, Goku, I guess, was stronger, but just didn't do shit the second time. And then the third time, Vegeta wins. What I said is just valid. I'm sorry. And I love Goku. Don't get me wrong, but he just has never beat Vegeta. He's just always one step ahead. And Vegeta sees that way.
Do any of you guys have the pots and pans?
I'm about to cook this
I'm about to cook this man. All right.
No, he's not.
Skeet bop. Bada boom beam bop. Kamehameha. Oh! It's like, okay, so look, let me, all right, let's put it this way. All right, so from my perspective, okay, he says Goku and Vegeta are 0-3. I'm saying they are
2-1.
1-1. 1-1. Because
Which one did Goku win?
So
which one did he win?
I thought we were gonna take turns.
It's my turn. You lost the game.
Fight number 1. Okay. Yes, Goku had help from his friends, but I ask you, as Dragon Ball fans, is that not who Goku is?
Oh, shut up.
For that first fight, Goku won because Vegeta left broken, afraid of Krillin. Goku spared his life. Vegeta left.
Why are you skipping?
They won.
The only time not him. Yajirobe cut his tail off to save Goku's life. What are you talking about?
Okay, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
So Vegeta won.
It's fair enough to give you that first fight.
Okay.
Number 2, Majin Vegeta versus Goku. This one, you know you're done. This one, you know you're done, and you can't even defend it. Don't even act like that.
What do you mean?
Don't even act like that.
What do you mean?
Goku was holding back.
Okay.
90% of his power in that fight.
All right.
Come on now.
You watch basketball,
and
right?
We're talking about...
You watch basketball, right?
Yes. I'm a fan.
Okay. At the end of a basketball game, if a team just was like, if LeBron, for example, is just like, I don't feel like scoring 40 points. I'm going to go ahead and just put up 20 and lose. But he could have won if he scored 40. He still lost.
He still lost, I guess, but I kind of...
He still lost. I don't care how many...
He's the better player.
What?
But Vegeta did win in this movie. I will submit to you.
That one was definitive.
Golf clap. He won.
In front of the hoes too. Beerus was watching, Whis was watching, Chilai was watching, Broly was watching. He's the prince.
I'd like to also, just to be fair though, it's only fair. This last fight was a scrimmage. It was a scrimmage. Neither of their hearts were really in it. Goku's smiling at the end.
When is Goku's heart not in a fight? If you're no.
You think he couldn't have gotten up?
No. You're a Goku fan. You tell me one time that Goku's heart isn't in a fight, especially when he fights Vegeta in front of his mentors.
What about when the fate of the world is on the line?
Stop it. It's okay. I like Goku. It's okay. You win some, you lose some. Goku gets to... All right, this is what pisses me off about Goku fans. You motherfuckers just want everything. You want to beat the main bad guy. You want to beat Vegeta. You want to beat everything. You're already the main character. Vegeta beat your ass. It's okay. You guys just can't accept defeat. That's you guys' issue.
Okay, closing thoughts on Goku versus Vegeta. I tip my hat to Vegeta. Congratulations. You won this last fight.
Yep. All 3.
Majin Vegeta versus Goku, I can't give you that.
Who was laid out?
I can't.
Who was laid out and who got to keep walking?
Who was laid out in the first fight?
Goku. All the bones were broken in his body, and then his wife curved him. Special Beam Cannon finished. I really liked that because finally, again, video game related.
Badass.
If we ever get a Beast Gohan like in a video game, which we will, it's inevitable at some point. I can't wait to see that like as an ultimate move where it's just like charging it up and like the angles they do. It's like this huge Special Beam Cannon as like an ultimate attack. He decapitated him. He shot through his head. It wasn't even like a dramatic anime cutaway where it's implied what happened. You literally see a Special Beam Cannon go through a man's head.
Badass. I want to make a quick note about the ending of this movie and Special Beam Cannon and whatnot. This isn't like a knock against the movie necessarily, but I just do want to point out that the level of intensity and the emotion at the end wasn't like it was mind-blowing or especially special in any way, because you notice like a lot of the moments, for example, Gohan's transformation was based off of course, his Super Saiyan 2 transformation.
When he was a kid.
And it was obviously nowhere near the emotional impact or
yeah,
anything like that. It was just kind of like boom, oh, something bad's happening to a friend,
Well, no, I think
it was based off of it. It wasn't nearly as grand. And the same thing
to a degree. The only reason I defend it a little bit here is
I'm not knocking the movie because not everything in life is super climactic.
And also
sometimes it is just what it is.
If you look back, Gohan didn't know Android 16 like that.
No, it wasn't even about 16.
My point is, like, that was the trigger. Like, he stepped on 16.
Ooh, I have a theory about 16 too.
But my point is, the difference is, like, you could argue that he felt more emotionally, like, messed up when he saw, one, all of his friends obviously getting folded. It was similar. But, like, Piccolo was the one, like, you know, got his arm blasted off, and he's literally getting, like, he's getting work. Like, it. Dragon Ball fights rarely do this, where like you're watching it, like, God damn, like, ooh, shit, dude, ugh, he getting his ass beat.
You know,
like, that's how I felt when I was watching Piccolo get folded by Cell Max.
You notice Piccolo in his transformation just has the same personality. That's a good thing because it's not always.
It is a good thing, but I was kind of hoping he didn't. I was kind of hoping he'd be more like stoic.
That's what I'm saying,
and like
that's the whole thing about this movie. Like Piccolo's just like kind of cool. Gohan, even in his form at the end, is just casually chatting with Piccolo.
Yeah.
It's kind of showing a different side of these things, that not everything has to be super dramatic. What makes dramatic, emotional, incredible moments good is the fact that they don't happen all the time, and the fact that it is spur of the moment. If every single movie in every single moment of your life
loses its weight,
is whoa, just super dramatic and over the top, then it becomes like over dramatic.
It becomes redundant because it happens too often.
When it happens, when it matters.
Yeah.
But I want to end
when
this,
it matters the most.
I want to end this off, if you don't mind, on a theory of mine about
16,
about Android 16, and actually, and it kind of ties into what you were talking about with Dr. Gero, where you thought maybe he may not have been such a bad guy and actually kind of was just sort of led down this road.
Yeah.
So look at it like this: Android 16 is an android created by Dr. Gero.
Yeah.
So is Android 17. So is Android 18.
Android 17 and 18 were
Created
Android
by...
16 is a robot. Android 17 and 18 were kids that Dr. Gero abducted and turned into androids. So robot androids.
But they're still so they're androids developed and worked on by Dr. Gero.
Yep.
Android 16, Android 17, Android 18, all worked on by him.
Yep.
So is Cell, Dr. Gero's plan. Dr. Gero is a genius. Okay.
Yeah.
What if? Here's my wild theory. What if? Okay, Dr. Gero, knowing Goku and even knowing perhaps Goku's relationship with Android 8, programmed into the robot that he actually programmed, and in fact was based on his son. What if he programmed into him that last message to Gohan because he knew it would send him over the top, making him strong enough to defeat the evil that Dr. Gero himself intentionally created to be defeated by Gohan? What if the whole Android
why would he build Cell in the first place then? If he just wanted somebody to beat him.
Because Gohan needed an enemy to defeat. Because the Warriors needed
I don't know about that one, Chief.
It's just a theory. That's just a theory.
That's fucking wild. Your theory's wild. I'm honestly gonna leave that one to you guys. Just have fun with it in the comment section. This was really long. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more Damon debates, we'll call it like DD. We'll call it like Triple D. I don't know. DD debate. I don't know. We'll think of something. That could be a lot of fun because we have differing views on some things Dragon Ball. And if you want to see him get cooked again live, you know, we can do that. But nevertheless, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the movie. Let us know what you thought.
That movie was awesome.
The movie was really good.
Was incredible.
I can't wait to rewatch it already.
Thank you, Akira. Thank you, Toei. Thank you, everyone. That movie was great. I loved it.
Toyotaro, anybody who was involved, thank you. But what are you still looking? Whoa, is that my outro starting? 1 million subs! Ah!